Hello, welcome back. This is Max. I'm teaching you how to play Aurora. For this portion, we're going to get into the economics and understand the economic screen. A couple ways you can get to it. The first 5 buttons will take you to the economic screen. Alternatively, you can come to Empires and go to Economics up here, or the third way, Economics, pressing F2. Let's go ahead and take a look here. This is this is the summary of Earth. This particular body, this is the summary of what's going on inside Earth. Political status, you're the imperial population. You're the mainstream population. For example, if you took over an alien population, there might be a lower one. I've heard Steve's taking that out. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to happen or not. Species, you're human. There you go. Planetary suitability. That basically means how hard it is for people to live there. The higher the number, the harder it is for them to live. For example, if you're on Mercury, you have a 13-14 planetary suitability, which makes it very hard to live there. Whereas the Moon is at 2. And it's at 2 because it doesn't have an atmosphere. Administration level required means how hard it is for a leader to run your civilization on this planet, or your colony, or in this case in Earth, I tend to think of it as country. You need to have an administration level of 3. How much wealth is created? 10,000 per year. Wealth is another subject. We'll get into that on a later tab within this tutorial. Population, how many people are here and how it's broken down. Manufacturing is how many people do you have working for you in your manufacturing sector here. How many people are in the mines, how many people are working as scientists, how many people are working as construction workers. Agriculture, you don't have to get into that, but it just shows you that, well, this is a fully developed place, and you only need 5% of your people working in agriculture and service. Industries basically mean they build the infrastructure for your manufacturing people here. Annual growth rate, how much your population changes in 1 year. So this will go up approximately 12 million in 1 year, plus a little bit more. Infrastructure required per million population. This is based on how hard it is to live there. You don't need any infrastructure, as in like breathing apparatuses or air conditioning or whatever, to live on this planet. So there's no infrastructure, and the population that's supported by infrastructure, no maximum. I'm going to do a quick thing to give you some idea of what it looks like to live on the Moon. So this is how you create a colony as well. You zoom in, you find the planet you want, and you right click populations, create the colony on that planet, and you've just colonized your first one. We'll do this again, but this is just a quick thing to show you the economics. So now we have not populated systems, but we have 2 places within our 2 colonies within our empire. And Luna here is going to show you, well, it's a little bit harder to live there, and we don't have any population on it, and we need 200 infrastructure to live on this planet. And right now, since we don't have any infrastructure, the population that's supported by that is none. Let's jump back to Earth here. We went over manufacturing sector breakdown. Requested protection level. Because this is our capital, it's immune to what you actually need for a protection level, but right now we don't have anyone protecting this particular colony, but no one else is, they're not going to get mad about it because, again, this is the capital. Whereas if people were on Luna, it doesn't say, but if people were on the moon and it rises above 10 million, they're going to get upset and unrest is going to rise. And this is your modifiers. This is based on a number of different things. But the political stability modifier is based on the unrest, and when no one's protecting them, that number will go down until it's, you could say it's mutinied. But we won't get into that for now. Tectonics on Earth, it's Earth-like, believe it or not. And geological team survey completed means it's there's no more minerals that can be found on Earth, but there can be minerals on the moon. Military Academy, this just gives you an idea of the level of different installations on the on that particular planet. Our Military Academy is level 1, which shoot, I forgot. It's the lowest level, but it produces officers at a set rate. Was it 5 a year or 10 a year? I don't remember, but a higher level means you get more officers and more crew each year. Deep space tracking station level 4 means it is at 4. You can have 4 deep space tracking stations. You can of course build more. The strength is 1,000, which means for every station for each level, it's going to be 250. So if I built a 5th one, it'll be, I'm getting 250 because it's 1,000 divided by 4. So the marginal strength is going to be 250. Maintenance facility, the maximum ship that can be inside the maintenance facility is 13,000 tons. We'll get into that a little bit later. We have 4 shipyards, and each of them have, excuse me, I had a cough there. Each one's going to have 3 slipways. We have 65 maintenance facilities and blah blah blah. We have that many of those installations. How much fuel do we have? 12 million, not gallons, liters. And this is how many maintenance supplies we have. The thermal signature, let's say we had a ship come in and wanted to know, and they had thermal sensors. Well, the signature of our colony is 12,000. Whereas, does Luna say that? Yeah, because there's no one living on Luna. It's 0. There's no thermal signature there. EM basically means how much industry do we have going on there. Because we have so much here, your EM signature is going to be 35,000. Essentially, it's how close does a scout have to be to see this colony, and from Earth they can see it from way far away, but on Luna we're invisible. And then modifiers. Economic production, that's based on wealth. Are you in debt at all? Manufacturing efficiency. I don't remember what exactly modifies that. Oh no, that's people. How many people you have here? If you don't have available workers, but you have a shortage of workers, that will go down. Incredibly so. So there's no one here working on Luna, so it's at 0. Political status, that is going to be, and Steve might be taking this out, so I'm not sure, but based on your political status, if they are a slave race, because you just took over, that's going to be very, very low. Political stability, that's just unrest. We already went over that. Let me check the time. Alright, we're at 10 minutes. So going slower than I'd hoped. I'm going to pause this for now, or stop this and break it up a little bit. We'll get into the rest of these at a quicker rate next time. So thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.